VidGamesFTW.
Oh boy, I missed Crash Insane Trilogy. Welcome back with Crash Warps. Are you ready for this? It was 2 levels per person, right? It's been like a month, I forgot, so.
I think so.
That's how we're gonna do it now, so, let's do it. Let us do the Hort. Oh, we got a cutscene. Everybody shut up. Cutscene. Wait, where's the cutscene?
No, just wait.
It's loading. Okay, cutscene.
Uka is free? No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
None have dared fail the great Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice.
Great Uka! It was that infernal Bandicoot.
From deep inside my deadly prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet.
I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks.
And fail. But since your fumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, the great Uka will make sure that you do it right.
After many eons, my evil twin brother, Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Uka and Vortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
So that was the cutscene. Also, I think the frame dip in the cutscene threw off the capture, so that's how come it started all awkwardly as it did. It wasn't a natural transition from the cutscene to the game. But anyway, so we're going to have Coco automatically join us. We don't have to wait to get like a warp room or so in before we can have her join. And we'll just do 2 levels per person like usual.
Crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look! I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Okay, so, God, I love the way they did the cutscenes here. They're really good. Things to talk about. So, what's up? How have you been this morning? For us, we're recording in the morning. Actually, no, we're not. It's the afternoon.
No,
the hell am I talking about? It feels morning.
How does it feel morning in the afternoon?
I don't know. Probably because I didn't wake up until like fucking...
Because you sleep
probably
throughout
10
the
or
entire
something.
day?
The entire day? Obviously not the entire day if it's only 2. But anyway, I think out of these 3, this one looks like the best, just in terms of how they recreated it. It looks just like Warped, but with like, you know, more detail.
And prettier graphics.
Graphics, yeah, freaking, the lighting got a lot better. If you really take a look at the early trailers, like the PSX 2016 trailer, and you see all the the Crash 1 footage, it obviously was still work in progress, but it, just from the lighting and everything, like, I mean, I'm not judging it, I'm just saying, like, oh, well, yeah, it looks early because it is early, so, I mean, but just seeing the progression even after they were finished, for the most part, with 1's production, they moved on to 2 and 3, because they, I don't know if we said this already in the playthrough, it's been a while, like I said, but, they developed the games, they made the games in order, chronologically, just like Naughty Dog did, because they took up their same, oh yeah, that's right, the bonus round, they took up their same, I guess, methodology of, like, you know, well, Naughty Dog did the first game, made it the way they made it, learned from how they made the first game when they did the second game, and then learned from that to do the third game. So that's exactly what the method that VV implemented while doing this. They start off remastering Crash 1, and then they went with Crash 2, building off what they learned, how they had to get the physics and everything done for the first game, and then translated everything over to 3, and it definitely shows in Warped. It definitely shows. Oh, I also wanted to say something real quick about our audio. So, hopefully there's a noticeable difference. A slight, but yet still noticeable difference in the audio. So, I finally bought some fucking, as you can see here, kabam, we've got, the microphone in the shot when Wes and I were doing the Rochambeau in our Mario, Party 4 versus, and there was nothing. It was a naked little, microphone. So, I finally went ahead and decided, hey, I think we need to bump up the audio quality at least just a bit. So, we ended up getting some, little foam tops for the microphone. I got a 3-pack. So, we've got one on right now on the Yeti, and hopefully it sounds a lot better. I also have the pop filter as well, the pop stopper, in place. So, I don't know why we didn't implement all this in the past, but we've got it now, so. I've had the pop stopper for quite a while, but, I had believed that what I ended up doing with it was, not breaking it or anything like that, but, like, I thought, I had, like, I guess you could say broken in, like, you know what, when you break something in, it gets all loose and everything? So, I had thought that I had broken in the wiring, like the neck, you could say, of the pop filter, like the, it's not a wire, but you know what I'm talking about, the extendable little thing, how you extend it. I mean, we're looking at it right now. It's still kind of loose, so for the longest time, you know, I couldn't get it to stick right the way I needed it to, but it's fine now for how I have it set up, so we're going to try and be using it a lot more often.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you notice a difference. It won't be, like, our voices won't be as distorted when we yell. I can't speak for Wes, though. I have no idea how the hell his voice is going to end up being.
Now I'll have to just wait and see.
And if New Super Mario Brothers U taught us anything, we're not putting him in the direct center of the microphone anymore.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Okay, it's Victor with the controller now. So which level are you going to do?
Well, let's see. We got underwater. We got the boneyard.
Yes.
In the bone zone.
The bone zone.
And then making waves.
That's what I call my bedroom.
God.
I fucking wish. Anyway, do making waves. Do a Coco level. Okay. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I would suggest you do the Coco level.
Yeah.
Because I like the boom, bang, 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 bang. What's your favorite song in Warped? I don't know if I ever asked you that. What music track do you like a lot? And don't say something stereotypical like the Cortex boss fight. I'm just playing. Whichever one is your absolute favorite, just... Which one have you grown accustomed to? I'm not even talking about this version, like the Insane version. I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, just in general.
It can be the Insane version, or it can be the original, but which levels... Which levels music do you like? And then from there, tell me which version
Like,
you
of
prefer.
any, or, like...
Just which song is your favorite in Crash Warped? And between the two versions, the original and this one, which version is your favorite? Let me go first to ease the to give you some time to think. I think for me, well, yeah, funny enough, ironically, I do like the Cortex boss theme.
Freaking awesome, man.
Across the 3 boss themes, the first game's Cortex fight music is the most iconic to me. seeing as, you know, I've played that game to fucking death over and over. And 3 takes, you know, snippets of 1 and 2 and...
Missed the freaking crystal.
Good job. And, you know, mixes them in. But it just sounds so epic. The original version sounds really epic. And they really, really try to keep that epicness in this version. And they succeeded.
They
It's
totally
awesome.
Succeeded.
Yeah. But I think for me, I really like Dingodile's music. And we're not even talking specifically bosses. This can be from any level as well. So if I had to choose a level, because levels and bosses are their own thing, technically. I guess if I had to choose a level, it would probably have to be between either the Arabian levels or the Egyptian levels. One of the two. I'm not sure which one's my absolute favorite.
Oh no, I was about to say.
I think you killed him, but yet you didn't die. I don't think that's a glitch, but either way, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I think between the Egyptian theme for the Egyptian levels and the Arabian levels, I think the Arabian levels, it's very, very catchy. And between the original version and the Insane version, I think the original version is the superior one. for me, in my opinion. That's my preference. I'm not saying it's better or whichever one's better than the other. My preference is the original because I like the way it sounds.
Let's go into the bone zone.
The boneyard. I believe Tiny should pop up right now. Yep.
Oh look, it's the dog.
Shut up.
And bring them to big Colosseum in Rome. Crash! Leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crashed!
I think it goes without saying. I think, well, I'm not sure we mentioned it before in a previous episode of either this playthrough or another playthrough on the show, but when I was like a super, super little kid, like a toddler still, I thought Tiny was a dog originally. So that's why Victor made poke fun at that.
Didn't you?
I know for a fact I said on this playthrough that I thought Engine was like a boy or something. And look at that boy, and then I know for a fact I said that I just called Brio a man. I'm like, look at that man. I got a man token. A man head.
Man token.
From the first game. A man token. I didn't know his name back then.
I was saying Tana was like the girlfriend heads.
The girlfriend heads, I didn't know her name.
Aw.
And back then you could only find out her name through the freaking manual. The instruction manual.
You know when manuals were a thing.
They still, funny enough and good enough, they still are, but it's very rare for a modern game to have a game manual.
I know.
Which does suck because it was so cool. I did a video on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to link it down below. I might. I mean, check the description. If it's there, cool. If it's not, just go to destination mark or type in on Google, on YouTube, destination mark.
Well, maybe Google. You never know.
Type in like, I think it's the decline of video game manuals. Or I did a Nerdy Merch episode. That's how Nerdy Merch started. Episode 1 was on video game manuals. Well, the ones that I own. I didn't really talk about them, like in terms of, you know, I think it's called the decline of video game manuals. I believe that's what I called it. But yeah. So I do wish they were still around. And from the Nerdy Merch episode, I have a bunch of them. I have so many, the ones I show off in that video aren't even all the ones I own. Because we own a crap ton of duplicates, like we have...
Oh, yeah.
I can't name any specific examples off the top of my head, but I know we've got duplicates of certain, like I think we have 2 CTR manuals, I think we do, and there's a couple duplicates we have from all the different versions or different copies we've gotten over the years for certain games. But there are still, in the collection there's still a bunch of manuals we just decided to keep in the case with the games, so I didn't show those ones off. So we still have like a bunch we didn't even show off. Because that video was already pretty long for what it was worth. I don't want to make it like 30 or 40 minutes on video game manuals. Maybe I'll do a part 2 to the manuals episode if people want it. So I can show off the rest. I have to find out, after go through the ones I did show, and make sure I don't show them again.
Well, I almost spun those.
I've done that a couple times. Like
I know you have.
Not in the original, but in here for some reason I'm just like, I gotta hit that, and then...
Yeah, I remember that one time you just freaking spun them.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, yeah. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I laughed my ass off. That was funny.
Anyway, tune in next time. We're gonna keep doing... We got one more level, and then it's turn to Targar. Again.
Tane.
Tane. Tame.
Tane.